What does community mean to your lenders?
Um, so I'll actually start with the latter.
Mhm.
I'll start with community first, and then that'll kind of lead to global expansion. Community for us, right? We built a platform off of what we call the power of financial collaboration. We always felt like people who had discretionary capital would be able to deploy it, earn significant returns, but also help people who need access to small dollar loans not be forced to either go to friends and family, which was the pain point Rodney and I originally felt, or they wouldn't have to go take traditional payday or title loans, which, if you have any knowledge of that industry, it's quite predatory. Um, so by allowing the profits that are actually made in our platform to go back to everyday regular people, we were really building a community. And when you think about things such as we match loans amongst complete strangers on an average of 28 minutes. That's the equivalent of your car breaking down on the side of the road. You post a loan as a borrower with your own terms, and then some stranger decides that they're going to help you fix your car. Before the tow truck pulls up, some stranger's giving you money. Like, that's community. And when that happens, it's a really delightful experience for the borrower who gets their funds, but it's also a much more delightful experience when that stranger actually pays you back as a lender. And when those two things happen, people will then go tell other people, and that's where the flywheel happens. Very similar to the way that we use Uber all the time as an example. You press the button, some stranger came and said, "I'm willing to take you wherever you want to go." When you would go tell someone else about that experience, some people became drivers, some people became riders, and that's really really powerful from a growth perspective. Um, from a expansion perspective, we wanted to have an impact. An impact doesn't just mean that a kid in the South Bronx is able to eat because his mother was able to put food on the table from a loan from Solo. It's the same impact that we want to have for a little kid in Nigeria or for someone who's, in Guatemala. So with that said, we do have a plan to launch in at least one global market later this year. We're determining exactly where that will be, so I won't spoil anything just yet. But we do know that, if you think about the economics of the world, there's a ton of countries that have growing middle class that is actively looking for yield, and there's a limited number of opportunity.